Okay, Mom. Did you listen to the Justin Bieber album?
No. You told me to. I've heard a few songs on like TikTok and stuff, but I didn't listen to it. I didn't listen to it. I'm not gonna lie.
Real talk. When I first heard it, I was like, okay. I feel like it took me a minute for me to adjust to the sound because it's like different from regular Justin Bieber sound. And then the second time I put it on, I was like, yeah, banger after banger. Banger after banger. There's some parts of it where I really feel like he has like a Michael Jackson vibe.
I feel like his voice is so beautiful.
It is really nice.
And I mean, when you've been singing for that long, like the way that you can just elevate.
From the little kid that he used to be.
Honestly.
Remember when he used to sing those songs when he was just like a little...
Oh my God, I know.
Remember One Less Lonely Girl?
I've never heard that song
before. Girl, he sounds like a little Namuna.
Namina.
And then all of a sudden, when his Adam's apple came through, bro, the voice went from here to here.
It makes such a big difference, but it's like so like... he has such a nice voice.
He does. I love his songs.
Such a nice voice.
I love his songs. What's the one that I'm obsessed with right now? Daisies. Oh, I love it.
Another one that I haven't heard of. Guys,
listen, while she takes a minute to realize she has to listen to it tonight, everybody over here needs to subscribe to YouTube.
Yes.
Head on over, pause the episode, click that red button. Thank you very much. If you are already subscribed, can you share the link so that other people can subscribe, please? We are slowly making our way to 25K. If you have not already heard, we are on patreon.com/OKMomPodcast. For those of you who don't know, that's kind of like a paid subscription platform where if you pay $5 a month, just Canadian, it's like $2 in the States and like £2 in the UK, you will get extra special episodes for us, early discounts on our merch, exciting news, one-on-one conversation with us. We really respond to all the patrons.
We do.
We're up in that conversation.
And we appreciate you guys sending your stories.
Seriously.
Let me just say.
We really, really appreciate it. And make sure you're following us on our socials, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I don't really like Facebook.
You
know we have 10,000 subscribers on Facebook? Yeah.
Y'all, I like Facebook. Yeah. You guys are doing the most.
Meanwhile, I'm like, what?
It was just because there's a certain phase that we go through at times where the Facebookers are the Facebooking haters.
Oh my God. They think we are just the devil.
We are shaitan ki aulad. We are 100%.
कि इन दोनों को mic किसने दिया है?
Yeah. इतनी बदतमीज हैं ये दोनों लड़कियां.
इनकी कोई खानदान है भी?
बातें करती हैं.
Who raised them?
We raised ourselves.
We were raised by wolves.
So just, guys, it's supposed to be a funny podcast. Okay, we're here for the laugh. So if we say something, just laugh with us.
Take it in. Take it in. It's not that serious.
You're not going to get anywhere being a serious Sally.
Yeah, okay? Nothing is that serious in this life.
No,
seriously. All right. Do you want to review the novel?
We could.
I forgot where we left off though.
We left off at she goes to spring court with Tamlin.
She goes to spring court with Tamlin. All right. So I am about halfway through the book now.
I look at her like amateur.
Slow and steady, yo. Slow and steady.
That's a little too slow and a little too steady, okay? Because like we talked about this book, like it's been a month now.
Yeah, it's been a long time, guys. It's a long time coming.
So we've decided that we are going to unload our book trauma onto you guys. We've been reading, and the book that we've been reading is called A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's a series by Sarah J. Maas, and we are talking about the first book. If you haven't already followed along, go to the last episode, watch it, and then come back here.
So welcome to Okay Mom Bibliotech.
Okay Mom Bibliotech. Yes.
Unless we change the name because somebody gave us something better in the comments.
Yes. We don't know what give us something good. Okay, go for it.
What's library in Urdu?
Library.
I thought you were saying laboratory.
Library.
Library.
Yeah. Library jana hai.
No, there's gotta be, guys. There's got to be like a proper word, no?
God, you're making me
ask. Okay, fine. Just ask Uncle Chat.
Okay.
I love how I think ChatGPT is male. Do you think ChatGPT is male?
Sometimes. But when chat is emotional, it's female. What is library in Urdu? Or Punjabi?
Oh, yeah. Kitabo ka ghar.
Kitab Khana. Kutub Khana. Yeah.
Oh,
That's what it's called.
sounds about right. मुझे क्या पता मैं तो ऐਵੇਂ कह रही हूँ.
Okay, it says in Gurmukhi script, Eastern Punjabi used in India from Sanskrit origin, Pustak Ala. Pustak Ala? I don't know how.
Okay.
That's what we're hearing. If you guys just
Somebody
correct
tell
us.
Somebody
okay?
tell us. Somebody tell us.
Right. Right now it's bibliothèque. Go
Right now
for
it's
it.
bibliothèque. Okay,
All right.
so she's in this high court. She finally feasts her first meal. Okay. And then she wakes up the next morning and she realizes, I need an escape plan.
I can't live here with Tamlin and his masks.
No. So the night before when she had her meal, she snuck in like a butter knife. Because she's like, it's all I got, right? She sneaks in a butter knife, she goes, and there's this person that's taking care of her. It's like her maid. What's her name?
Alice? Yeah.
Is it Alice?
Yeah.
Okay.
A servant of the
Oh,
Spring
yes,
Court.
it is because I read it as Ali's.
You know you're desi when you.
Guys, it's spelled A-L-I-S. Ali's. Like multiple Ali's.
I can't with her. I can't.
Don't you love our rendition?
I cannot.
Of the book?
We have the best rendition. Okay.
Okay.
Go
So
for it.
Alice is helping her out. Alice is like, girl, you need a bath. I need to comb your hair.
You need better clothes for God's
you
sake.
need to smell fresh.
Yeah.
So she gives her a nice bath. She like calms her down. And she just tells her, listen, whatever you're trying to do and whatever you're trying to plan, it's not going to work. You don't know who you're dealing with right now. Just keep your mouth shut. Stay in the castle. Stay near these high fays. They will protect you. And so she's like, yeah, whatever. You don't know what you're talking about. And she's like planning her escape plan. And then she realizes that she needs to become friends with, or she needs to become allies with, oh my God, what's the other guy's name? Tamlin and Lucien. She's like, she basically wants to become allies with Lucien. She's like, he's my in, because she doesn't like Tamlin at all. She's like, oh, he stole me from my family.
Yeah.
So she tries to become friends with him and she's like, I want to go into the woods. Take me into the woods. And he's like, yeah, that's not really a good idea. And she's like, just let's go. So they hop on, they're in the woods, and then all of a sudden they feel this like eerie feeling, but they can't see anything. It's just a feeling. And he tells her to freeze and she starts hearing whispers. And that person is like, look at me. And he's like calling her and scaring her. And he's like, don't look anywhere but straight ahead. And she's freaking out. She's like, oh my God, wait, what? Because I traveled in these woods yesterday and everything was so beautiful and it was like springtime and everything was growing and beautiful. And he's like, don't look. And he keeps, this voice in her ear. I was scared, girl.
It was a monster. It was a djinn.
It was a djinn. And she's like, this is so weird. I don't see anything. And then all of a sudden the voice disappears and like the
Everything
feeling
just kind of goes, it dissipates.
Yeah. But she kept saying, she's like, I held on to that feeling that I was feeling. And then she asked him what it is. And he's like, oh, it's one of those other like very scary creatures that don't come to life until you lock eyes with it. Girl. And then they're like, they eat you like as a slow death.
Oh, Lord.
And she's like, what is happening in these woods? Then he explained to her that there is something that is happening in these woods, and all of these creatures that are not meant to be in this court are now coming from other courts into the spring court, and they're not allowed to be here, including this one creature that was there. I don't even remember the names, girl.
It's like a bogey or something.
Yeah, probably.
Something
Sounds
like
about right.
that.
Yeah.
So like, just for context, okay, so Lucien is not high fae, right? Tamlin is high fae.
Tamlin
Okay,
is high
so
fae, yep.
There's different courts within the fairy realm, okay? And they're all based off of like seasons. So there's like a spring court, a day court, a night court, there's a summer court, there's a winter court, all these different courts. Each court has like one high fae ruler, okay, that rules that court, and they are extremely powerful, okay? So because Farah is in the spring court and Tamlin is the high fae, he's kind of like the king of the court, okay? Facts. He has like crazy powers. He's just extremely strong, all this stuff, okay? But the thing is, now Lucien tells Farah that like there's this curse on the people of the high court and other people around the fairy lands recently. And he can't go into too much detail. He doesn't give her all the details, but he's just like, this is one of the reasons why like we have masks on our faces and no one can see our face.
Yes.
So she's never actually seen Tamlin's face. And so she's just kind of like, what's going on? And if Tamlin is so strong, like why is he not able to protect the forest from all these crazy, horrible creatures that are coming in?
And then she makes her way back into the castle. She's chilling, whatever. It's like midnight, past midnight. She's about to sleep. And then all of a sudden she sees her dad outside of her bedroom window. And she's shook. She's like, how did he came here? He came to save me.
Because they said when she had left, the dad was like, I'll find a way to save you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's like literally running for it. She wants whatever stuff she had. She packs whatever she could. She's running out of the castle. And she keeps hearing her dad like, come, let's go, Farah, let's go. We're leaving.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, as she's about to approach her dad, Tamlin grabs her by the shoulder, pulls her back, like, get your butt back here. And he's like, where do you think you're going in the middle of the night? And she's like, my dad is here. My dad is here to get me. And he's like, oh yeah, turn around and tell me that again.
Bruh.
Yeah, she turns around. It's like a weird creature that was morphed into her dad that like runs and scurries into the woods. Girl,
Volatility.
Okay. Like, can you not tell me to read this book? I'm having heart attacks.
Yeah. She wasn't ready, yo.
I don't like these Jin Boot stories, man. They scare me.
It's a book. It's not even real.
The way my mind works. I'm picturing the scariest of the scariest things.
Yeah, of course. And then like the spring court is supposed to be this beautiful, like floral, magical place. And then all of a sudden you have these wicked ass creatures trying to sneak Farah off and kill the girl.
Yeah. And then
Dressing
as
up
soon
like
as
her
that
dad.
creature ran away, she heard her sister's voice. She heard like all of these voices. And then she realized that he's right. Like this is not, this was just magic trying to get me into the woods, lure me into the woods. So then she makes her way back. She's upset. She's angry at Tamlin because she's like, why does he always have to be right? I don't want to be like on his side. I don't need him to protect me. I can hold my own.
And also it's like, how do I trust him? But like now it's almost like he saved my life.
Yeah.
And so did Lucien with the creature in the forest. So are they good? Because her whole life she's been taught that fairies are bad. And she wears like silver or something, right?
I think she wears something
iron.
Iron, yeah.
She wears iron to protect herself.
Yeah.
And so does everyone in their family. They wear iron to protect themselves from the fairies.
Yeah.
So she's just like, no, like they're horrible. They're manipulative. They're going to use their magic to like manipulate me. They're going to poison me. They're going to try to kill me. All this stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
And then eventually, so now this is where I'm feeling like the book is starting to get a little slow. Okay. So now she's just like having these little whatever like altercations with Tamlin. I'm finding that it's not really progressive, but I get it because they're trying to build the characters.
They're trying to build the love.
They're trying to build the love, the tension between the two of them.
Yeah.
We all understand. Okay. Then there's a point where she wants to go meet another character because she's told that if she meets this evil character in the woods called the Surreal.
Yeah.
And this creature is supposed to like tell you the future and answer any questions that you may have.
If you can capture it.
Yes. So she wants to capture it. And she heard through the grapevines that it's in the woods. So she goes to Lucien and she's like, listen, if hypothetically I was going to capture this monstrosity of an individual, how would I do it? So he kind of like tells her about some traps that she could lay or whatever. And he obviously knows what she's planning. She knows what she's doing. And he doesn't really stop her. He's like, whatever, man. Like, I'm not taking responsibility for this chick. Go. She lays her traps. She goes into the woods. She trapped the Surreal. And then she starts asking the Surreal all these questions like, who is this high fae? What is happening? She wants to know more about the curse. She wants to know why all these creatures are like here. She wants to understand what the history is between humans and fairies. And a little bit of backstory, why she wants to know is because she ended up in this massive library in the castle. And when she was in the library, she sees these paintings of like a little bit of history, but she couldn't make it out between humans and fairies.
Yeah.
And at one point it looked like they all lived together. And then it looked like some war happened and then they had to be divided. But she's obviously history that she's learned is not what she's realizing. It may not be the reality. So she's trying to find out what is going on and why am I here and how am I going to make this work for me? So she captures the Surreal. She's asking the Surreal all these questions. And then while she's doing that, Was it more cereals are around? There was like 3 or 4 of them.
Okay, so when she's asking the cereal questions, okay, she's captured the cereal and it's like this like witch type of looking demon type of thing. And then she's asking the cereal question. She wants to know about the curse that's on Tamlin and the spring court and all other courts.
Yeah.
And she wants to know how she can break the curse, okay? And the cereal is basically like, just stay with the High Lord and you'll be safe, okay? So she's telling, there are other things that she told her, the cereal tells her as well. But then while she's talking to the cereal, there's a bunch of these creatures that are coming and they're called the Naga, okay?
That's
and
what
they're
it was.
these like serpent-like creatures and the cereal is scared of them and Feyre is scared of them too. So now she's trapped the cereal and she's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave. Like, I'm gonna run. And the cereal's like, leave, just leave because you won't survive. Okay. If they capture you, you won't survive. And then she's just like, but I can't leave the cereal.
Yeah.
Even though the cereal is not like a good being. Okay.
Yeah.
But she's like, I can't leave the cereal trap. So she actually helps the cereal get away. And then she
बड़ी अच्छी है फिर
दिल की बहुत अच्छी है
बहुत दिल की
माँ
साफ
बाप
है
ने अच्छी परवरिश की
इसने खुद अपनी परवरिश की है माँ बाप ने तो फेंक दिया था साइड में
Oh Lord, that's
and
true.
I remember there was 4 of them and then she runs
And she
so
runs.
she lets the cereal go and then she dips girl the way
Yeah.
her legs are running in
Yeah.
my head nobody like Usain Bolt that
Yeah, Usain bolted that.
she ran
Okay, but she's also a really good archer.
Yes.
Okay. So
and she knows how to manipulate her way
Yeah.
around the woods because that's where she's been her whole life.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, who comes to her rescue? Mr. Tamlin himself.
Tamlin.
He comes, okay? In his utmost beast form.
Yeah.
Shows up and him and her just look at each other and they're like, okay, we can't outrun them. So we got to fight. Are you ready to fight? She's like,
I was born ready, bruh. Who are you talking to? Huh?
Who do you think is the reason why my family's surviving? It's me.
Yeah. Facts. I'm alive because of me.
Facts.
Okay? And knowing me,
I'd like to
you're
thank-
probably alive because of me too now.
I'd like to thank me.
For believing in me. For doing all the hard work.
Snoop Dogg kills it. That? Every Mother's Day.
Every Mother's Day I posted that list.
Every Mother's Day. I post that reel.
I want to thank me for believing in me, for doing all the hard work.
And the music.
Yeah.
The best reel. All right. So then they obviously start fighting. And she and him are able to kill 1 out of the 3, or out of the 4. And then they just run. Once one of them goes down, they're like, okay, now we can't fight the other 3. Let's dip. So they run to safety. They make it to the castle. They're fine. But you guys, like, it was a really big deal that they killed one of them.
Yeah.
And because not only do they travel in packs, but they're extremely strong. Like Tamlin by himself, I don't think could have taken him on. And he's like somebody that can do these things. But she just kind of like, obviously she's falling in love with this man.
Obviously.
Okay?
Look,
Because-
saving her life. Hero.
Hero number 1, okay?
Hero number 1.
So she's just looking at him like, oh yeah, they're describing his like big muscles and his this and his that or whatever. She's clearly head over heels for him.
She doesn't want to admit it because the pride.
Nah, she'll never.
She's a girl. This is what we do.
Yeah, it's what we
can't
do.
say it.
It's what we do. And then she goes to bed that night. Nightmares galore.
Nightmare. Up, down, to the side.
All she's hearing is like the screams from all these things and all the horrors from the woods. And she just had a really rough night. Well, let's
Okay,
end here.
guys. So that's the next part of it. I think we're like halfway done. So we're going to end it for now. We're going to continue this moving forward if she can read a little.
I will.
Speed up the process. 'Cause
I will.
Now they're locked in.
Yeah.
If we give them a 3-month gap, they're going to be pissed.
I won't. I'll read it.
Okay.
I'll try.
All right.
No, I'll read it.
She's like, maybe. I'm going to force her, guys. I'm going to remind her every day. Don't worry.
All right.
Okay.
Let's get into the episode.
So let's get into the episode. All right, guys. The question of the week was, what's a difficult realization you've had to admit after getting married?
All right. I got some messages. You want me to read them? You ready for this one?
Yeah, lock in.
Okay. What's a difficult realization you've had after you got married? My whole life, I grew up thinking it was a universal truth. Everyone thinks their mom's cooking is the best. And I said it too, proudly. Like, yeah, no one can touch my mom's biryani. But then I got married. And when I tasted my wife's cooking and her family's cooking, I had this painful realization. I actually don't like my mom's cooking.
Oh,
Like at all. And it turns out maybe she never really was good at it. I'm just emotionally loyal and hungry.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Girl!
That is a fact.
But yo, do you think he can go and tell his mom that? World War III.
Not
You're asking for World War III.
If he tells his mom, he's not going to have a mom. Okay? She is going to disown him.
Oh my goodness.
No woman wants to hear that. Okay?
Especially like if her son gets married
Yeah.
and then he's admitting that his wife's cooking is better than hers.
Oh God. Oh God.
You know, but I feel like a lot of people go through this. I think we all think it is a universal
Everybody
truth.
loves their mom's cooking.
Yeah. But then eventually, like, what if you do get a taste of like other people's cooking and you realize, guys, not everybody's a great cook.
Not everybody's a great cook.
That's the universal truth.
Yeah, not everybody's a great cook, but it's also just like, even when I look at my own stuff, I'm always like, yo, there's so much room for improvement.
Yes,
you know what
yes,
I mean?
yes,
You can
for
never
sure.
be like, you know, sometimes it's just like, okay, this is what I gauge it off of. If
Okay.
you know you're a good cook, when like people are genuinely like, no, like you need to make this, this, and this because I genuinely love that.
Yes.
I
when
love
it's
when
people
you make that.
request things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also feel like, you know, the more years you've spent cooking, the better you are at
Yes,
times.
for
And
sure.
especially if you're like, you love to cook, you
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's times, you know, when, the cooking is not slapping. And then you're sitting there and then someone's telling you like, my mom cooks the best food. And you're sitting there like, yeah, it's great.
Chawal kache hain.
Yeah, but you can't even be like, it's trash. You can't
like-
say that.
Yeah. You're like, oh my God, the chicken's not cooked.
Oh. Girl, I'm going to get salmonella. Die. I would say the chicken is not cooked. But you know what? I would never say, okay, because girls were like this.
We would never say
We would never say
a
it.
word.
But realistically, if I put myself in this position and I'm a mother-in-law,
okay.
I'm going to do this because this is how it is now, okay? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to make this person like a pilau or whatever, right?
Okay.
And I make this full feast and I'm like, oh, like this is my love language that I want you to eat.
Got it.
And then they just tell me that they don't like my cooking. I would be so hurt.
I would be so sad.
Because you know, at the end of the day, it's like, I put love into that. I wanted, like, Desi people, food is love for us.
Yes.
No matter what.
Yes.
Shadiyan, food is love.
Ha, ha,
Okay?
ha.
That's why you're there.
That's why
For
you
the
get
food.
married.
You're there for the food. Okay? So I would be hurt. And then if it's my child that like says to me, and this is not Desi's.
No.
Even like there was a commercial once where a child came home, a Gora baby.
Oh,
okay.
God.
And he's like, Tristan's mom makes better pasta than you, mommy. She makes lasagna. And I'm just like, oh man, the mom was cheese.
I would be
She was
too.
like, all right, so you're up for adoption today. Go to Tristan's house.
why don't you
know what
learn
I mean?
Tristan's mom's recipe?
Yeah.
And come here and make it for the whole
And
crowd.
then the dad's probably sitting there like, yeah, I tried that lasagna too. It was so good. You think he can tell his wife?
Hell
No.
no, you would never say anything.
So if my child came up to me and is like, Mom, I don't like your cooking. It's not
Aw. But this is why he's never said it. I don't think it's something you
good.
can say to someone.
That.
I don't think it's something you can say to someone.
think it.
You don't
think
think-
think it.
And sometimes you just like be quiet and eat it. Okay? Because your mom
But if it's global pulao, you're eating.
khair hai, thode se done wale le lo, act like it's khichdi khair. Just don't eat the chicken. That might not be reliable.
No, but sometimes, you know what? Like, listen, if my mom makes something super spicy, I'm like, Mom, nobody can eat this.
Okay, but for some
like-
reason, girls can say it. I think it's harder for guys to
You
say.
can say it to your own mom, but
Ha-ha.
you're not going to be like,
But
Mom,
I
I
don't
don't
think-
like anything you cook.
Yeah, and I think girls can say it to their own mom. I don't really know if guys can say it to their own mom.
Okay, fine. But what about this?
Okay.
What about this? Because
Okay.
this is also real.
Okay.
What if it's actually not that? What if your mom's cooking is actually a 10 out of 10, 12 out of 10, but your wife's cooking is trash? What about that?
Oh.
Like, truly, what if she's
But then I
like
feel like guys don't hesitate. They'll be like, oh, it doesn't taste like my mom's.
100%? And then
Guy-
the girls get butthurt. I mean, naturally, right? But then it's like, okay, if a guy's a desi guy and he likes only desi khana,
Huh?
first of all, expand your damn palate. That's the first thing, okay? Let's just say,
Okay.
he's like, my mom's roti is super thin and like it pools and like yours doesn't.
Okay.
Okay, and yours is thick. Okay,
Girl, I'm
thick
getting
like the
so
thighs,
angry.
Okay, so he says that, and he says that in a nice way, and he's just like, you're like, okay, I'm gonna attempt a new recipe. I'm gonna attempt the new recipe, and so you're attempting the new recipe, and honestly, like even You've had his mom's cooking. Even you'll know that it wasn't up to par. You'll know.
Right.
So then it's just like, is he supposed to lie to you to be like, yeah, it's good? Because I would respect him telling me the truth more.
It depends on how he tells me the truth.
Of course. In a respectful way.
Because if he's telling me
how am I going to get
my
better?
roti's as thick as like pasta sauce, girl, I'm going to be so upset. But if he comes and he's like, oh, hey, like it was good. Maybe next time. There's a tariqa, man.
Yeah, you acknowledge the effort because I just spent 2 hours in the kitchen.
Because guys, cooking is an effort.
Cooking is an effort. Okay.
Hey, like girls get winded cooking.
Yeah.
Like, it's exhausting.
Did I want to start like, frying the tadka? No.
Nee, yaar.
But look at me. I just came out of the shower. My hair is smelling. My body's smelling. My clothes are smelling now. The whole house is smelling. Even you're smelling. Okay. So now at this point, I put this effort in. I made the sacrifice. Okay. I've put this effort in and now you can't even be like, yo, honestly, thank you so much for trying. It's actually good, but I think if you made
Yeah.
But then sometimes you're also like, tumhe kya pata? Tumne like anda bhi nahi boil kiya hua. Like, how do you know?
Yeah.
Unless you're Chef Boyardee. Like,
food is hard, man. This is a hard conversation to have.
God. I don't know how it happened. No, but you know what? I always stand by this. Tell the truth.
Yeah.
But it's hard to say it to your mother-in-law.
It's hard to say it to your mother-in-law.
I wouldn't even bring it up. That's like a fight. You don't want the fight.
It's hard to say it to your mom. It's hard to be like, okay, but as an adult, what a crazy realization that you're having and that it took you to get married to have this realization. Because then you ate your wife's food or her family's food. Let's say her family had a barbecue and you went and you're like, bro, nobody's ever made leg roast like this in my life.
Lamb chops.
Holy, you're licking fingers. Even the corn tastes good.
And then you're going back for seconds and thirds and your mom's watching you.
Yeah.
Like,
isne to kabhi zindagi mein challi nahi khai? He always told me it hurts his stomach. Now he's having 3 corn on the cob.
But you know what?
I
think that there's some moms that would get so offended seeing their son actually enjoying another woman's food.
Right. Yes.
But then I also think that there's certain moms that are like, Ash, karo, maine kya kehna hai? Like, go live your life.
And why I can say I agree with you on that is because I've also met aunties where some of the aunties are like, I hate cooking. I hate it. They acknowledge I'm not good at it. If I'm having a dawat, it's catering for sure, or it's a one dish because I can't do this.
Yeah.
And I feel like I kind of like aunties who have a bit of that self-awareness, but there are other aunties who are just like, my cooking is top tier.
Oh my God. The aunties that do that, I'm just like, this is questionable to me.
Yeah. My cooking is top tier. And meanwhile, like the keema has not been dumped, okay?
Okay, but you know what one of my biggest pet peeves is when it comes to desi cooking, okay? It's like you have a pilau and then you have like all of the like sabut masale in it.
Oh,
I'm talking the large peppercorns. I'm talking the big ilachi, the big one. The grenade. Okay?
Girl, that kali ilachi?
Kali ilachi, but then you gotta throw in the green too.
Oh man.
Then you have the gigantic cinnamon sticks in there. And it's just like here and there, 1 or 2 you have to put in for Zaika,
the
right?
star anise?
Oh my God. Okay. And you put a bite in your mouth and it's just like, I'm eating masale.
Oh.
I'm eating masale. And then the entire taste, and then you're taking it out of your mouth. In front of everybody. You're saying,
you have a tissue there. Just.
I can't do that.
No, same. And then I feel like the chawal has no taste because it's just like
masala
sabut is fine, but you need the grounded masala in there too.
100%.
See, I saw a really cool hack. This is random, but somebody put a bunch of their sabut masala in like a cheesecloth when they made their broth, when they were making chawal, and then they just removed that.
That is so smart.
So that you're not having it in your actual pilau.
That's so smart.
I know. It was an auntie who did this.
I don't mind leaving a little bit of like, the bay leaf and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'll leave it in there.
Because you can pick that out.
You can pick that out. But then it's like the small peppercorns.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And there's like a bazillion. You know when people put too many in?
I know.
I'm just like, I don't like eating it because like I just want to have easy access to the actual food
exactly
part.
And if it's a surprise hidden in my chammach,
oh my God,
upset.
Like I'm telling you, even when you're eating like a zarda or like a saviyan or you're eating like a kheer and you put in an ilachi, a sabut ilachi, it comes in my mouth, it's a grenade. It's a grenade going off my mouth. I don't want that. I don't want that, guys. This is just my PSA. You don't have a safe place. Na maa ka ghar is yours, na husband ka. It's pretty easy to be replaced.
Oh,
that's a true thing.
But what do you mean it's pretty easy to be replaced?
Like, you don't feel safe anywhere, right? So like, for example, you can't go home and be like, I had this problem.
Right.
You can't go to your husband's house and be like, I had this problem. Because now you're not from there and you're not from there.
That I understand. Na idhar ke hum reh gaye, na udhar ke. That I
So
understand.
maybe she just feels like it's easy to be replaced because she's not getting the love that she needs from her husband's house. But you're also not able to get the actual love you need from your parents' house.
Yeah, because they feel like they gave you away.
They gave you away and they let you go.
Yeah.
You know, like that's so
you
hard.
know what a huge reality is? The imposter syndrome after you get married. Because the way you have to fake it, no
Till
matter where
you
you go, the way you have to turn it on. You know how people always do it for interviews? I feel like after you get married, you have to turn it on for a while until you realize like, okay, now I found my footing. Now I know how I can be around the people that I'm learning of.
Like, do you understand my sarcasm? Okay, fine. It took you 5 years to get it. All right. I guess I can actually bring my real self out now.
But girl, like that's such a long time to be like fake around people. 5 years.
Yeah, it is. But you know, the reality of it is I can't just go in guns blazing like, okay, real talk, the way I am. Because it's not that I'm like an angry person. It's just, I'm just very, when something crazy comes out, girl.
Yeah.
मैं क्या करूँ?
I know.
मेरे शक्ल पे ही नजर आ जाता है कि like, this is appalling. Okay. So it's like, but if I was like, early me,
yeah.
I could never show this side.
No.
Because then people are like, all she does is just, you know,
talk
lose
a lot,
it, laugh all the time. It's not bhi hasna nahi chahiye. It's not healthy for you.
It's
they don't
not
want you to
that
laugh.
funny.
They don't want you to laugh.
No.
You can't cry too much.
No.
You can't be too happy.
Nope.
And you can't be too sad. And you cannot be angry. So what are you allowed to be? Just the
drywall.
Literally. Okay? मैं क्या करूँ?
Yeah, I feel like you have to be drywall for a while. That's the word I'm going to use after you get married.
And you have to have like the clean jokes.
Yeah.
The boring ones. The boring jokes.
What's a realization that you've had after you got married? I never thought my family was messy. Like I grew up in it. I thought it was normal. But then I got married to a man who is immaculately clean, folds his laundry immediately, wipes the counters until they're spotless. And now when I go back to my mom's house, I don't even want to take my socks off.
Oh my God. That's wild.
Okay, but this is true.
It's true.
I feel like you don't know until you get out of it.
You don't know. But you know what? I love when guys are clean.
Yeah, me too.
It makes me so happy.
Me too.
Like I cannot stand men that come home, leave their dishes everywhere, throw their socks on your face. Like I can't stand that. Yeah, it's just like, like, and
meanwhile, the hamper's right there.
Yeah.
Oh, why are you putting your clothes on your bed? Your hamper's right there.
Or like they're like playing a sport. They come home, take their jerseys off and fling it on a chair. The whole house smells.
Ooh, like they're pasina.
Stinks. Yeah, I'm not about that life. You know, come in, put your shoes down. I mean, girls, we are messy too. Don't get me wrong.
We are.
Look at our like bathroom
Have you seen our makeup drawers?
That's what I'm saying. Look at our bathroom counter when we have a wedding to go to. Hot mess express. Okay?
The ironer is on. The straightener is on. Something's about to get fused.
It's just like this throw up of like makeup everywhere.
Yes.
It gets chaotic, but like in general, like you try to be as clean as you can, but some people just aren't.
Some people just aren't clean. That's the reality. And some people are hoarders.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people I know didn't realize that. I had a friend growing up, didn't realize that her parents were hoarders until she moved out for university. Because when she moved out, she didn't take any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're living in this little like dorm room. There's only so much stuff you can take. And then I remember we were talking once and she was like, yeah, like I think I'm just coming to this realization that my parents are just hoarders and they never want to throw things out. And I'm realizing I don't want to be that way. So I'm making that change now.
But don't you think a lot of our parents were hoarders?
Yeah, they held on to everything.
Because of like fazul kharchi, right? And it's just like, you have to utilize everything you have and keep it as long as you can.
The ketchup and soy sauce packets.
Oh.
The Nando sauce packets that are in our fridges.
Yes.
I refuse to have them in my fridge.
I don't have them in my fridge.
Because I'm like, I don't want to. We don't need them.
Also like the dilution of the soaps. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah. And then all that is just squirting all over me. Oh my God. Do you know how much that makes me upset?
It does, but you know what?
Like, so much. Stop, Hannah.
My mom still does it.
I know, mine does too.
And I'm just like, it is what it is. I'm used to it now.
For me, I'm like, she can do it.
She can do it.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
You know what? I just don't think you can save them from it because that's just the way they are. And I don't blame them because they were here at a point where they had nothing. They had to conserve.
Yes.
And here we are, fazul kharch to the max.
Yeah.
Like paper towel. Yo, it was like you cut a corner. You use that corner, you leave it on the side to dry, then you use it again.
reuse it. My mom's like, usko khabardar phank and I need to win next to the table.
Foil paper. Okay.
To this day, my
Lord
mom
of mercy.
reuses everything.
I don't reuse the foil paper, but like I understand. I don't even hate on somebody that does because I'm like, yo, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's normal.
It's definitely normal. I feel like there's a level of the way our parents want to save things like tissue paper, foil paper, whatever. But then there's a level of messiness that other parents also have.
Yeah.
That's like dirty. And I can say this. Yo, have you ever been on Clean Talk?
No. Oh, I have actually. And it is like beyond clean. Have you ever seen the cleaners go and like
the free cleans? Okay, so one time it landed on my For You. I was like, all right, what is this? And it was this girl, and I think she's in like Australia. She had an accent. And she would go in and have people, she had like a GoFundMe where she would get people to pitch in so that she could go into really messy homes
Okay, I haven't seen
and
that.
do free deep cleans.
Oh no, I think I have seen that.
Yeah. Oh my God. She's doing God's work, man. She's doing God's work.
And she's going to like hoarders' houses.
Like,
I've seen that.
And it was to the point where it would be, people would be referring them because the people that live in those homes are actually getting help because they know it's that bad.
It's like a mental problem.
Yes. Yeah. And so she would go in and like, oh my God, you guys, she's pulling out things and there's bugs.
Oh,
there's like, and she had a kid and the kid had like bugs in her bed.
Oh my God.
It was really scary. Like it's to that point. And obviously like you know that the mom is trying to get help.
Yeah.
You know that there's obviously some underlying issues that they're trying to work through. And it's the lady who does the voiceover, who's the main cleaner. She always says, she's like, guys, don't judge because they need us to start so that they can make the next step. This is why I'm here. And they're wearing like hazmat suits. They're wearing the masks. Like it's bad.
Yeah, because you don't know, like, you know how bad mold and stuff is for your body?
So bad.
Like you can't live in that. You can get super sick.
Yeah.
But I think like that's an extreme level.
I know.
But I do feel like there's just certain families that don't have the salika. That's what it is. I don't mean this in like I'm better than you way. I actually don't. But some people just don't care about that. They are better at other things and that's not something that they care about.
Yes.
But I do feel like you should be a clean person.
I agree.
Like I know we all have days where we're messy. Honestly, come look at my house right now. It's a hot mess. Okay. But like in general, like especially when people are coming over, like you should try to have like somewhat of a clean place.
Yeah. Or have reset days.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a hard week.
Totally normal.
Exactly. If you have a hard week, that's cool. You have things are lying around. Your kids' toys are everywhere. I totally get that.
Facts.
But you know, there are a lot of like mom influencers who will have like a reset day. And it's kind of nice to watch. I feel like I'm
watching them.
I know. I feel like I read the comments and people are being so judgy. Like, how can you let your house get this messy? And I'm like, guys, you are kid free if you're commenting that right now.
For real.
You know, and there's so many, you know, I have this rule that I started saying I constantly say it in my head. Don't put it down, put it away. And I feel like it's the only thing that gets me to like put my clothes away so I don't have like a pile of clothes in the corner because I'm just like, Aruj, don't put it down, fold it, put it away, put it away, put it away. And once it's away, I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but I also have to say, you know what I was listening to? I think it was like Mel Robbins, and she was saying how normally at home we'll like leave a stack of things on the stairs to take upstairs.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But like instead of doing that, you should just like whatever you see, like literally put it away right at that moment.
Yeah.
And also like have a designated spot for everything so you know where everything goes.
Yes.
Because sometimes you just get a pile of like random stuff. Like
exactly.
Here's 3 wires and like I don't have a spot for this. So it's just kind of like
jumbled and thrown.
I'm so guilty of that. Guilty. Someone said that I can never be completely selfish again and just for myself. Yo, can I say something? Oh my God.
Wow. That struck a chord.
That strikes such a chord. Okay, first of all, I have to say that like when you get married, you still have the ability to be a little selfish.
Yes.
When you have kids, forget anything.
Toss it out the window.
Toss it out the window. And honestly, I actually feel like one of the reasons why I went through PPD was because I felt very much like I'll never see that version of myself again. And it was so hard letting go because I felt like when I was growing up, I didn't have the freedom I wanted. And then I had this child and I'm so grateful for my daughter and my son. But at the end of the day, losing that part of your life, which is like carefree, you can do what you want, you can go wherever you want.
You can sleep in sleep however long
being
you want.
able to like just be like, I don't have to worry, and the anxieties of like, is my kid sick? Are you okay? Do you have a fever?
goodness.
Is this like all this stuff? The emotional toll that takes when you're like, am I going to be able to raise them right? Am I even capable of being a good enough mom?
Yes.
Like, will I be able to be there
man.
for them? Will I be able to change the things that I went through and make sure that that doesn't fall into them? Or will I
Right.
continue that? Like these things that play in your mind. And so I feel like it's such a big thing that you really do lose the old version of yourself.
Yes.
It's like that version is dead, but
you
you're
know-
never going to come back.
You know what's really sad? When you're like, I didn't even really get a chance to know that version of myself.
But that's a thing, girl.
Yeah.
Because you know what? A lot of us, we were like, oh yeah, like we're going to get to do this after we get married, and we'll be able to like hang out until like 3 a.m. after we get married.
Yeah.
And then you get married and it's just like,
Nobody's doing that. Nobody's
you know what I
doing
mean?
that.
Nobody's doing that. And then I didn't get a chance to do the things that I really wanted to do. And like, I didn't even, for the people that got married and had a wedding night baby, you didn't even get a chance to experience you and your husband alone.
Nope.
Traveling alone, having a honeymoon, whatever it is.
Yep.
So like you have to like grieve that.
I know.
It's so hard.
I know. But you know, I just don't like how in our culture and in our society, you're not allowed to grieve it.
Of course not. Because it's just like, this is the biggest blessing you ever have.
Exactly. Don't say anything bad. Don't put anything bad out because no, don't talk that way. We have to be appreciative that you got married at the right time.
Yeah.
In the right family. You have a great loving husband. Why aren't you seeing all of those blessings? Why are you always hanging on to the past? And it's like, I'm not hanging on to it. I've understood that it's gone. I understand that I can't be as selfish as I used to be. I always have to prioritize my husband and his family's needs, even before me and my own family's needs now.
Yeah.
But the reality is I can still mourn over the life that I used to have.
Yeah.
I am sad that I lost all of that.
Of course.
I am sad that I wasn't really maybe prepared for what marriage is about. I don't understand the responsibility or the gravity of the responsibility. Why am I holding so closely onto other people's emotions?
I know.
When did I have to take on that responsibility? When I was single living with my mom, I just had to worry about myself.
Ain't that the truth?
If my brothers are hurt, if my sister is hurt, so they'll be fine. They'll get
handle
over it.
They'll
If
deal.
my mom is sad or she's making guilt tripping me because I ordered Uber Eats again, who cares?
Yeah.
She's going to get over it and she'll make me biryani tomorrow and I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Now that I'm married,
It's like, I'm making the biryani.
I'm-
It's me.
it's me.
I'm the one.
But also, if it's not cooked right or if I'm offending anybody, I have to be able to realize I'm carrying that emotion.
Yeah.
I'm almost the punching bag sometimes. And now I don't even know or I don't even have the tools to fix this problem.
Yeah.
If your sister-in-law gets upset at you for something, how do you even talk to her? Nobody teaches
and
us
like,
these
let's
things.
say you do talk to her, but she doesn't see it from your perspective. And she's just like, no, it's you. You're the problem.
And she's older than you. So she's like, you need to listen to what I'm saying. I'm older than you.
Straight up. Then you're sitting there like, okay, so it's just me again, and me all alone here, right?
Yes.
And it's like, hubby ain't even coming through.
No.
He's like, I don't want anything to do with that.
No.
I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. That's you and her problem. You sort it out. And you're sitting there like, what are you here for then?
Mhm.
What are you doing? You know what I mean? It's really hard to navigate it, and it feels very lonely.
Yeah.
And going through that stuff alone is like, it's so hard, girl.
You know what else is really hard? How do you handle when your husband gets sad?
Oh, man. No, but you want to know something? Genuinely?
Yeah.
I feel like because girls are so emotionally attuned to themselves, they can handle it.
Right.
Like, I genuinely feel like if I had somebody that was like in front of me and they were upset about something, I feel like in whatever way I can try my best to be there for them. And I feel like I know that I could handle it. Unless it's to a point where it's just like, because sometimes I feel like with guys, they don't even like to show that they're sad.
Right.
When they do show they're sad, then it's just like, just be there for them and be like, hey, like, tell me what you need.
Right.
Like, what can I do? What can I do to make, sometimes they just need you to be there. They need a hug, like whatever it is, they'll tell you, right? But I don't know. Sometimes with guys, they don't know how to handle it.
Yeah, that's true too.
Like, they're like, you're being emotional.
Yes. The way I'm thinking about it is, okay, did you watch Ginny and Georgia?
No.
Okay, so in it, there's like, she falls in love with the neighbor's brother.
Yeah.
Or her friend's brother, okay? But he is like clinically diagnosed with depression. So she gets into the relationship and they're very happy.
Yeah.
Right? And then all of a sudden, he has a really depressing time.
Yeah.
And he needs to be on his meds. And then he tells her, like, I can't be with you. When I am like this, I can't be with you. So they break up. And I feel like when I was watching the show, I really realized that like sometimes you're with somebody or like you get married and you don't know that they have these problems.
True. That's true.
So then let's say you do get married and then all of a sudden like winter rolls around and you feel like
what's
my
wrong
husband's
with
feeling
him?
really
Yeah,
sad.
yeah.
What's going on? And then you don't know how to help that situation. And in that moment, you can't be selfish.
Yeah, you're right.
Because you want to be there for your husband and you want to make him feel better, but you don't know how, and he doesn't know how to open up and let you in.
Oh, that's true. That's
so I
true.
feel like it's just this whole
you don't always know what they're battling.
No, you
and like
don't.
maybe for you, it's like, no, you're right. Because now I'm thinking like, okay, wait, if I had somebody that had like some severe like, mental health like problems that they were going through, then I've never dealt with it before.
Exactly.
Imagine I've never actually been around people that have depression. Let's just say anxiety, whatever it is. How would I know how to deal with it?
Exactly. You don't know. And usually the people who are going through it don't know how to tell you what they're feeling, how to ask for help, or let you know what they need.
That's true.
It's such a tough situation.
And maybe he was pushing her away, but he genuinely just wanted her to stay.
Exactly. And there are so many moments in the season where like they don't end up together, but he'll constantly be like, no, but I love her. And he genuinely loves her. You know that the feelings for each other is so strong. Yeah. But when he gets depressed, the way they show it in the show, it's really well done. But I just feel like it really showed how men also have really serious mental health problems.
Yeah, because they're not even allowed to show their emotions.
No.
Let's just say it for what it is.
In the show, he turns to alcohol. Oh. And it's really sad, but he turns to alcohol because it's like numbing for him. It's his coping mechanism, right?
Yeah.
But it's just, I feel like there's a lot of things that we never talk about mental health in the South Asian community. It's just like not even addressed. Oh, you're a little sad. It's fine. Like go for a walk.
Oh
pray,
my God. Oh Lord.
Go to sleep. Eat something. Drink some water. You'll be fine.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God for everything that you have.
Think of all the happy thoughts. Yeah. Think of all the good things.
Just change your mindset. Start thinking positive. And it's just like, let me just flip the switch on now. Yeah. Like, I don't know how to do that.
Exactly.
But you know what? That's actually a valid point because now I actually feel like people are talking about mental health more.
Yeah.
But people don't talk about mental health for men. That's a big one. They don't talk about it. And sometimes I feel like men, and we've talked about this in the past as well, where like men are honestly, they're stuck in between a rock and a hard place in relationships because it's like they don't want to hurt their mom, but they also don't want to hurt their wife. But then sometimes they're like, I got to take a stand. But every time I tell my mom something, she's just like, you're taking her side. Or she just keeps repeating it and she won't change because they're so set in their ways. So it's like the wife is telling him, no, you need to say something. And he's trying to like figure it out. But then also when he tries, nothing happens because the mom's like, I'm just the way I am.
Oh my goodness.
So it's hard for them too.
Yeah. Or when the mom really has to impose like, this is how our family does things.
Yeah.
That like, nahi, hamare khandan mein hum aise karte hain. Like, you know, when you first get married, do you have traditions? Like, I'm sure like it happens in everyone's families where it's like the girl has to make like meetha.
Yeah, we talked about that, remember? So I don't think in our family, it's never been like, you have to do it.
I don't think I made anything.
I don't think my mom did not care.
Nobody cared in my family.
No, she didn't care.
But I know in some other families, they're like, beti meri zarda banayegi, or like, whatever, she has to make something sweet. And I'm just like, halwa banayegi, you know? What is it? Akhroot ka halwa. What is akhroot ka halwa? I'm making
walnut halwa. What the heck?
Yo, it's actually really good.
I don't think I've ever had that. I've had halwa.
If you have it, it's gonna change your life.
Oh my gosh.
It's so good. But like, it's so hard to make.
Of course, they're gonna throw me down for the hardest thing ever.
Obviously.
Like, you could have said Jello. Freaking, I'll get your ice cream. Jello. Like mango.
Meanwhile, she goes to Baskin Robbins, gets a tub of that mango mania.
Someone wrote that we carry a lot of baggage and we may not know it. Oh man. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, you know what we do? Because sometimes we'll be like, well, the mother-in-law treated us like this and the mother-in-law did, or the father-in-law did this. And like, sometimes they're wrong. Yeah. Okay. But there's also reasons why our reactions are the way they are. Because, okay, our baggage is the people pleasing.
Yep.
Our baggage is like the anger we were never allowed to even let out. The emotions we weren't allowed to let out. It could be the fact that we were like quiet when we saw abuse in our homes, right? It could be so many different things, and we've carried that with us.
Yes.
And like the man we're marrying or the woman we're marrying, that person doesn't know.
Yep.
They don't know all the stuff that we've gone through. So like, we have to be honest with that person too.
Sometimes we don't know.
Yeah, sometimes we don't know either.
You know, it's the same thing. Like, you know how the one where it's like, I didn't realize I didn't like my mom's cooking, or I didn't realize my parents are messy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't realize the baggage you
that's your
carry
norm.
until you leave that situation. And then you realize, holy
is the word.
God, how do I even unpack this right now? And you don't want to sometimes.
Yeah, because sometimes you don't even realize what the problems are until like a third person has been with you and they're telling you.
Exactly.
And they're like, this isn't normal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's crazy? This is like a personal thing. I didn't really cry that much until after I got married. And I feel like because after I got married, everything just made me so sad. Like anything that I felt like somebody was saying or doing, I would emotionally like that. My out was to cry, and not anymore. But I feel like initially, oh my God, girl, I was like, yo, my husband probably looking at me like, yeah, how the fuck Here we go. Her tears are here.
Well, we need to ask him what he was thinking.
I know. He's probably like, whoa, I did not realize. Maybe he just thought all girls are like this. But I feel like it was just me because I was so emotional and I was so sensitive. Everything was like a
maybe
big
it's because
deal.
it was such a big change.
It is such a big change. That's what I'm saying. But I think I didn't realize how much like I didn't cry before until I got married, realizing, holy, and now I'm crying every day.
You know what?
Every hour.
I bet there's so many girls that go through that because it's just like when you're still at your parents' house, you're just like, whoo, freedom is ringing in the future. Okay. I'm
the lights at the end of that tunnel.
I'm almost there. God, get me there. Okay. And you get there and then you're like sitting there and you're just like, Meanwhile,
you know that tunnel that you're running through and the light is up there and you're still stuck in the tunnel. And you're just looking up at the freedom that you thought you were going to have.
But like, if he's a good man and he treats you well, even then you get sad. It's not because like he's a bad person.
No.
It's more just like, it's like you miss that old part of how easy life was.
And you never know what you missed till it's gone.
Yeah.
That's
you don't know what
reality.
you got till it's gone. That's 100%.
And guys, the grass is always greener because when you're at your mom's house, बथेरी हमने बदतमीजी की है, okay? Then you get married and you're like, oh my God, my mom's house was blessed. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, but at that time when you were living in there,
you were just like, you never let me do anything.
Nah, shukri. Shukri.
Then your mom is just like, she did the laundry, she did the brush, she did the mop, she made the food, she washed the dishes. Okay.
Facts.
And you were like big chilling. Okay.
That's when you binge watched all your shows.
That's what I'm saying. And like, God help us if we could even watch one series now.
Facts.
Okay.
Do you want to know
doing all of it? You
want to know when I watch series? While I'm doing the chores.
I remember I would just stay up till like 2-3 a.m. because I was just like, I need just me time.
Yeah.
Like I just need to be okay.
Yeah. But then sometimes the me time made me so lonely because in my mom's house, my me time was with my siblings.
Oh yeah.
You know, like I remember my sister got married. We were all really sad. And then it was me and my brothers. And then we would like turn a movie on.
Yeah.
We'd order like Boston pizza or something random.
Yeah.
And we just like eat pizza and watch movies and like chill or like rewatch Harry Potter or something. And then when I got married and I wanted the me time, I was like, me time with myself?
Yeah.
I've never experienced that.
Oh my
I had
gosh.
to learn to be comfortable in my own company.
Yeah.
That did not happen overnight. Now all I want to do is be alone.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
So true. But you know what? Okay. So I feel like I was a little bit the opposite.
Okay.
Where my sister got married. Of course it was sad. Like I was definitely sad. But then I don't know what it was. I feel like growing up, my two sisters were really close to each other.
Okay.
So I was like the third wheel. Okay. And so I just kind of hung out by myself. And so when I got married, I was kind of used to like being by myself. And I enjoyed it. Like I enjoy watching things alone because I'm like, no distractions. I don't have to like explain things like, okay, so basically this is what's happening in the movie because you ain't paying attention. Okay. And like, that's the thing with my sisters. Like sometimes I'm watching them and they're like, hold on a second, like what happened? And I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this. We're watching the same movie. So like, I feel like it was a little bit easier, but I understand the loneliness because for me, it was more like, I missed the comfort.
Yes,
I missed like the fact that I didn't have to be so overly responsible for everything.
100%.
Okay? And then it's just like, I don't want to have to manage finances. I don't want to deal.
I don't want to do any of it. I don't want to adult.
Okay. I don't want to adult.
I don't want to adult.
I don't want to adult. And like even though we were adults living in our parents' houses, truly guys, like it's a blessing. It's a blessing because honestly speaking, like our parents really did the most, right?
Facts.
And I know some people, they haven't gone through that and they've always had to be independent from the get-go. But like our personal thing, I think both of us can relate where it was very like, even though we were adults, our parents really held it down for us.
For real.
And then you get married. And the way you get banned in the face, like, let me show you what a real adult is.
And you know, when I got married in August.
Yeah.
And like my rukhsati was in August. My nikah was in January. My rukhsati was in August. Girl, that September was the first school year that I had my first full-time job. So not only am I getting married and having all this responsibility, guys, the responsibility I had at work.
You were a real adult.
Yo, Hina, I was like, oh my God,
real.
I have to write report cards. I have to talk to parents.
Oh my
about
God.
what? I barely know anything myself. I'm responsible for 23 grade 4 kids. Yo, honestly, Hina, that I was not ready for that max, that mash that I had, because I was like, oh my God, this is too much adulting for me. And I used to tutor in the evening.
Yeah. So you know what I think that is? It's like
It was
so
just-
many changes happening at once. You know what I have to say? I realized this about myself.
Yeah.
That change is really hard.
It is so hard.
Like small changes,
Ha.
but like big changes, I'm just like, I need a moment to like acclimatize myself.
I'm
like,
the first person to say no. I'm the first person to resist.
You're just like,
I don't want the change. Don't give it to me.
your mom's like, I'm moving 3 doors down. You're like, no,
No,
please.
you're not.
Please, no, you can't. You cannot do this to me. Okay.
And then
so
she
hard.
moves, and I was like, biggest blessing of my life.
It's hard. It's so hard. Honestly, adulting is so hard.
Oh, it's just a different level of hard, man.
It's rough, guys. It's
Oh.
rough. All right. So that was our episode for today, guys. We are going to continue this episode over on our Patreon. Okay. So make sure you guys follow along. We're not going to do the book thing on Patreon. Right?
No,
It's
we'll
only
stick to YouTube.
Okay, yeah. So the book thing
You're
is
welcome.
everybody gets the book. Everybody gets the book exclusive. Okay. And make sure you guys are following us on all of our social media channels. As Aruj has said 1,000,000 flipping times, subscribe to the channel. Now, some of you are commenting and saying, oh my God, you guys deserve 1,000,000 subscribers. Please share so we can get there. Thank you very much.
Well, guys, right? You know where this neon sign is?
Huh.
We need the YouTube plaque.
Yes.
Get us there.
Get us to the plaque. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye. Okay, Mom.